I am going to be making the scariest game in 48 hours. Logitech challenged me and 3 other creators to make a game where you're stuck in your own code. And even though I've never made a horror game, I'm up for the challenge. Also, before we begin, please subscribe, it's free and it really helps me out. Okay, so here is my plan and idea for the game. You're a typical programmer who's working late hours in the office when suddenly the power goes off. So obviously you go to the creepy basement to turn it on. But when that happens, you end up transporting into an alternate dimension, which is filled with the biggest nightmares programmers have. Okay, so I created a pretty basic first-person controller where you can kind of walk, jump, run. Okay, wait, let's actually remove running because it's a horror game and I want to make it scarier for the player. Next, we kind of need an interaction system, since I want the player to be able to pick stuff up, open doors, and other stuff like that, you know. Now, we can actually do this quite easily by creating a line called a raycast from the player's center and send it forwards. And then we just check if that line hits anything that's interactable, and if that happens, we run some code to do different things. Okay, yeah, so we can pick stuff up now, as you can see, I can kind of open doors, and I've also made this coffee mug here that you can technically pick up. It doesn't actually do anything, it's just there, I guess. Okay, so I actually suck at making assets, so instead I found this pack on the Unity asset store. It's basically like an office pack, and the assets are kind of realistic, so I feel like they'll fit the game quite nicely. So I'm gonna download this and buy it, and then I guess we'll start making the scene. Okay, so for this process, I actually just kind of played around and added a bunch of assets everywhere. Some assets I had to kind of remake, like for instance, this painting here that I will be later using, I kind of had to make that myself, but overall this pack is pretty good. Okay, so this is actually starting to look a little bit nicer and kind of better, but I think it's not very scary, so let's make the light slightly darker. Also, I'm going to completely remove the skybox because this game's kind of based inside, as you know, and having a skybox just adds extra light, which is unnecessary. Okay, so I'm about to start making some super scary stuff for the game, but before I show that off, let me tell you about these Logitech products that I've been using. So this keyboard is the MX mechanical keyboard that Logitech just released in May. Its available switches in the UK are tactile quiet. A couple of stuff that I like about this keyboard is that it's quite small for a full-size keyboard. By the way, they do have a mini version for anyone interested. The keyboard has smart illumination, which use proximity sensors, so anytime your hand gets near the keyboard, it will light up. It will stay powered up to 15 days, which is amazing, and of course it's wireless, so you can take it with you anywhere and kind of access your computer from any point in your room. Now, the cool thing about this keyboard is that you can connect it in different ways. For example, you can use Bluetooth, you can use this Logitech Bolt USB that comes with the keyboard, or a cable if you want to do that. Now, the keyboard is completely customizable in the free Logitech Options Plus program, and you can change what different keys do, how the keyboard lights up, and much more. In terms of the build of the keyboard, it has 2 different color keycaps. Now, these keycaps are thin ones, so they're not like the regular ones you would see on a keyboard. There are also 2 stands at the back that allow you to prop the keyboard up, and finally there's a USB-C slot at the back, and a power button at the back as well. One feature which I used heavily in the making of this game is the screenshot button. It's literally just one click to take a screenshot, and it happened to be super useful when needing to remember transform and rotational values. Logitech also sent me the MX Master 3S. Its ergonomic layout was super handy in my development process because my hand didn't get tired. The multiple customizable buttons on the mouse are also something super useful in any day-to-day task. It has a DPI range up to 8000, which is great, and is also customizable within the Logitech Options Plus program. And obviously it's wireless, which means it looks cleaner on your desk. If you would like to get this keyboard or the mini version or even the mouse for yourself, I will leave links in the description below, and I will also leave a pinned comment with the links. Now let's continue. Right, so horror games are kind of all about tension, so I'm gonna make some flickering lights, because I see them all the time in horror games and they work quite well. So we have flickering lights and stuff, but it's not very scary just yet, and the way I'm gonna do this is with spiders. So the reason I'm gonna add spiders is because this is meant to be a game about being stuck in a programmer's program or code or whatever, and programmers hate bugs, and you're always gonna see bugs in your code, so I figured why not add spiders, because, you know, they're also kind of creepy. So for this I actually downloaded a pack from the internet because, once again, I can't model. And they are genuinely kind of scary, and I'm gonna be placing them around the place of this map. And then to also make this look more like you're stuck in your own code, I'm gonna change some textures to this thing, which basically is a texture when a texture is missing. I don't know if that makes sense, but whenever you play a game and this texture's missing, this will be the kind of replacement that they will use. Okay, so I've actually finished the game now, but I don't want to bore you guys with any more things that I've made, because it's also going to spoil the game, if that makes sense. So instead, I made my sister play this at 12 PM, and we're gonna watch her reaction because she is completely terrified of spiders, and she is easily scared. Not the power again. Why does this keep happening to me? Great, I need to go to the basement and turn it on.
Okay. I hate the music, it's pretty creepy. E. Ooh, okay. This part's gonna be scary, I know. Which means I'm probably gonna scream a lot. If there's any, if something actually like pops up at me, I will cry. Fuck, what the fuck is that? How am I supposed to go around that? It takes the whole fucking corridor. Can you jump? Okay, it disappeared. Left a puddle of blood. Okay. Ew. Poor choice of music. It just creeps you out. Okay. It's clear to go. Can we run? I do not like this. Okay, check the corner. Okay, we can just see blood on. Oh, probably don't want to go in there, but I feel like we have to. And I feel like something will fucking happen. Oh my god! That scared me. Okay, let's just go. We're not gonna open more doors. We learn our lesson. Is there something on the wall? Oh no, it's just a plant. Nope, wrong key. Excuse me. Well, we're back in this room again, but there's just blood. We need to close the door. Hello? Actually, you know what? Nah, we need to close it so no one comes in. Oh my god, ugh. Okay. What the f was that?
Okay guys, thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. Also check out Logitech, link down below to their keyboard. It's absolutely amazing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!